What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Realms of Metal. Eddie here, back with you from you know where, my happy place here in the woods in PA. I'm joined by my buddy George from George G's Room of Rock today. George, man, thanks for coming on.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Nice time the last time. It's great to be back on the channel.
Anytime. Good to see you again, man. Good to talk to you, brother. How's things been?
Same old stuff. Just work,
Same here.
and more work.
Same here. I was off today. I had to do a little bit of work today, but that's over with.
Yeah, well, the work day's over, and I got to work a little tomorrow, but that's the way it is.
So a couple of months ago, how long ago was now we did the bolt thrower video?
I think it was January.
Was it that far back?
I think it was January. I'm not really 100%, but I think it was January.
Yeah. So check that video out, everybody. We did a bolt throw. We went through their whole discography and lineup changes, all that stuff. George and I did that together. That was great. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Pick that topic. And today I picked the topic. So my topic today is going to be our favorite records of 1985, any genre. And I'm sure with George and his taste and me and mine, we got a whole mishmash of stuff here. It's going to be a lot of fun to talk about the records that came out in 1985, the bands that put them out. And there was a lot of gems from that year, George, right?
Absolutely. The whole 80s thing from that 82, or actually from 80 to like 87.
Yeah.
I would say was like, was just incredible.
As I was uncovering these records, I'm like, damn, that's a great one. Damn, that's another great one. Just so many gems from that year. So there's a lot to talk about here.
Yeah, 85. I was in, I think, 8th grade.
85. I was in like 3rd, I think.
Yeah, I'm an old man. Wasn't the best year for me for school in 8th grade, but I straightened myself out. My parents were pretty pissed off about that. So, what are you gonna do?
I was not a good kid either. I got to be honest with you.
No, that's the way it is.
Well, why don't you kick us off, George? Give us our first one here.
Let me get my my glasses on because I'm old. All right, first one I picked actually is it's a special one because it's framed, and I should have dusted it off, but it's Kiss Asylum.
Nice.
Signed by Bruce Kulick over here.
No kidding.
When I met him in 2015.
You brought the record with you?
Yeah. I brought the record with me because it was one of those Kiss expos here in New Jersey, which they used to do every year, but they haven't done them in years.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I figured I'd show this one first because it's a good album. It's like that one. It's got the big hit "Tears Are Falling" on it.
Yeah.
And "Who Wants to Be Lonely" was a video. So "All Night," which is kind of a stupid ass song, but
"Tears Are Falling" is a great one.
What's that?
"Tears Are Falling" is a great Kiss song.
Yeah, that's a good one. They still play that even up to the reunion tour, up to the farewell tour. They were doing that.
Yep.
But with this album, they Gene and Paul both produced it, and they tried to get that drum sound from Creatures of the Night. They kind of did a little bit of that. It sounded kind of like that, but it's a good album. I think some of the songs that people wouldn't know probably "King of the Mountain," "Love's a Deadly Weapon," and "Radar for Love." Those are 3 like deeper tracks people probably don't know as well. Really good songs though. I mean, even like the way the color scheme they did the whole thing, like with the Paul with the purple and Gene with the green. They did Ace and Peters, that with the other guys though. But yeah, so it's a good album. I know. Always enjoyed this one. Not the best looking cover, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
But that's my first one though. So I don't know. Cool. I know you're a Kiss fan. I saw your love or hate band stuff. That was pretty good. All those are good. Those are all good, and they're all so true with those bands.
When I was younger, I used to hate Kiss. Like I said in the video, but I grew to like them a lot. And I mean, not everything in my opinion that they have done is gold, but I like some of the great Kiss songs are fucking great. You know what I mean? Like they're just so good. Like "I Love It Loud," and like I can listen to that song on repeat all day.
Absolutely.
So let's see what we got here. Here's my first one. I'm going to go to Dokken, Under Lock and Key. I'm sure that was on your list, right?
Oh, yeah, it was. I actually have the vinyl for that, too.
This actually was out of the box set.
They had that. Yeah.
Dokken box set that I picked up. So
remastered and all that.
This was Dokken's 4th record, but I mean, there's some weirdness in there because they released Break in the Chains twice. They released Break in the Chains in like Europe, I think.
Yep.
And then it was released in the US a few years later under Break King the Chains. So if
Yeah,
you look at the Metal Archives, they have it as two separate releases at two separate full lengths. But really, I mean, it was only one, you know?
yeah. So it wasn't different players on the very first one, then was it?
Right.
The
Juan
same players were on the
Creator
second
went to
one too.
Ratt.
Yep.
Yeah. But
Awesome.
I've always loved this record. I mean, Unchained the Night, The Hunter, they did a video for. In My Dreams is a brilliant track.
Absolutely.
Slipping Away, Lightning Strikes Again is another brilliant one.
That's
It's Not
exactly.
Love, brilliant. Like, there's so many good songs on this record. Like, it's
I
just
used to, I, I used to love that video of It's Not Love with them driving on the truck bed. So 80s, but it was so good the way they did that.
like, you know what I find? Like, even the most hardened metalheads will tell you that they love the old Dokken stuff, and I love that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, because Doc was like they always say, well, Doc was more not as hair metal, I guess.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because George Lynch was just an amazing guitar player anyway.
I mean, they look the part for sure, but when you compare them to, you know, the fucking Poisons and the Cinderellas and the Slaughters and stuff, they were a step above in, you know, musicianship and heaviness too, you know.
And Don's voice too.
Yes, absolutely.
So it fit it. And he was Don would do he did backing vocals for Twisted Sister on the Come Out and Play album.
Yeah.
He did backing, I think he helped out on and Scorpions did Blackout. He helped out in the studio because they taught that his voice. So they called on him to do all stuff. So back in the day, he was good. I mean, his voice is kind of, well,
hey, everybody gets old.
People complain about the voice. I'm like, well, the guy's been singing how many years? Give him a break. They can't all hold on to that voice.
I know you can't crucify the guy for that. I mean, he's getting old. So
here's
my first pick.
Okay. My second pick is second band I ever got into, and this is the first new album I got. Ratt, Invaders of Privacy.
Yes.
Great album. The nice looking girl on the front that isn't Tony Katane. I don't even know who this is though. I have no idea who it is though. But You're in Love is one of my favorite riffs from Ratt. It's
You're
a great,
Love, yeah.
Actually, Never Use Love, another one, and Lay It Down, the video for that, another kind of silly video. But yeah, that's the 80s. But again, to me, deep tracks on this is like the last three songs. Got Man on the Line, You Should Know by Now, and Dangerous But Worth the Risk.
Great
Definitely
track.
a classic. Yeah. I mean, this Ratt was just, and what's funny? They never put out a live album.
No, right? Never did.
I never understood that. Back in the heyday, they never put out anything that was, remote. I don't get that either. It's kind of strange they never put out a live album.
I know that the thrash guys from California used to crap on, all the hair bands and stuff. But if you watch interviews with like Gary Holt and stuff now, he'll admit it that he was a kind of a closet Warren DeMartini fan back in the day. Like they all kind of were, but they never said it,
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think that Steve Piercy was friends with Lars back in the day too, But they all came that same thing when they got that weren't they on the first Metal Massacre? Like
Ratt,
the original one?
I think
the original one. Not the one I have. I've had, I guess, later version of the first one, but I know they were on that one.
I don't remember which one it was, but I think you're right about that.
Yeah.
So let's go to another kind of hair band. White Lion, Fight to Survive.
Oh my God, dude, how'd you know? That's awesome. That's their best album.
I just listened to this record before we did this video. When I was doing the thumbnail, I had this on. And I'm like, oh my God, every song on this record is good, George. Like, holy crap.
That was their raw stage, and it's great. That was a really, really good one. So
I was just gonna say that it's their most raw record, and it sounds brilliant. Like it really does. It just got that feel to it.
Yeah. I met James Lomenzo when he was in Megadeth.
Me too. Like briefly, only for a couple minutes I met him.
The first time when he was in Megadeth, I met him at some the Vintage Vinyl in Jersey, which is closed now. And I didn't realize he was the same guy from White Line. I said, wait a minute, you the same guy in White Line? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, damn, I should have put the White Line out. I think Dave would have got pissed if I did that.
I was in line to meet Mustaine. It was actually down in New Jersey in Homedale at PNC, I believe, where we saw him on that Gigantor. And waiting online to Mustaine, he was there like hanging out, and some of the people didn't even know who he was, and I did, and I went up to him like, hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you. And he was really cool, super cool guy.
He's a very nice guy. One of the nicest guys I've met. Excuse me.
But I mean, White Lion, they were a super talented band. I wish they had gone on. I wish Vito Bratta had not done what he did. Like he was so talented. Like what a waste, really.
Well, actually, Vito Bratta is his cousin was from one of the guys who went to high school with. That's his
No
first
kidding,
cousin.
really?
Yeah, yeah. So he was all onto the white line thing. I was like, like that's what's cool. They look like him too. Like his eyes had the same kind of eyes.
Do you know the
Kind of
lowdown
weird.
of why he wanted out? Like why he wanted to get out of it?
They said something happened with his hand or something. He had a
Really?
hand injury or something, and he just started picking up a guitar again after like 15, 16 years. Because he couldn't really play. That's
Yeah.
why.
What a shame.
But yeah, it is. All right. So how about this one?
Ooh, that was on my list too. Here we go.
Looks better on the vinyl. This was a great one. It considering it didn't have Martin Ain on this one.
Yeah.
It was this is still their best album. I mean, that's considered by most their best album. I mean, I think it's. I remember the song "And Eternal Summer" was on a compilation I had called Skull Crushers, and it had Obituary, Death on it, and Megadeth on it, and that's why I got Death and Obituary from that Skull Crushers CD and
Yeah.
Celtic Frost.
Yeah.
I never know how to say it. Do you say Celtic or Celtic? Because I've seen Tom Warrior say it both ways.
I've always said
totally
Celtic, but I could be wrong, with Celtic. I've always said it that way, though.
Yeah, but every song I hear is like amazing, super Jewel
But
Throne.
when it comes to the beginnings of extreme metal, death metal, black metal, this is so influential. It's a must-have. Like it's a part of metal history, extreme metal history, in my opinion.
Absolutely, it's you know what how to label it because it's kind of black and metal, but it's also very like you say avant-garde.
I would label it maybe death/black, and there's some thrash in there too. You're right. Yeah. It's hard to label.
It definitely had he had his own vision of what he wanted.
Yeah. But Circle of the Tyrants is worth the price of buying this record alone. That track, it's just it's a brilliant metal track.
Absolutely. The whole thing is just amazing. I mean, they look really good on it too.
So staying in that kind of same vein, let's go to Possess Seven Church.
I knew it was going to be on there too. I got to pick that too. I knew that one. Michael Crack. Yep, I got that one.
I figured this was going to be on your list too.
It had to be. Yeah.
First Possessed record on Combat. Possessed is from San Francisco. Really death thrash. I mean, when me and my friends first got into thrash in the late 80s, like 88, we had picked up this record and based on the album cover, and a lot of my friends didn't like it because they thought the vocals were too harsh compared to what the thrash bands were doing. And some of them didn't like it. I liked it, and the more I listened to it, the more it grew on me. And then over the years, you realize how influential and important this record was over the scope of metal, death metal in general. So in your opinion, who's the first death metal band? Is it Death? Is it Possessed? Is it Necrophagia? Who is it?
I consider Death the first one.
Death.
I still consider Possessed and still in that thrash mode.
Gotcha.
Even though they coined that phrase now, the death metal with their song, but
death metal.
I don't know. Something about it seems like they're more in the thrash mode. I don't know why, but I could be wrong. But that's an argument that you can go on forever. Like
you know what? Nobody's wrong in that argument.
No, but people still argue about it.
I said in another video that I forget who I was on with. It might have been even Vincent Crowley when we were talking about this record. I think it's hilarious that Larry Lalonde was in Possessed back in the day, and now he's in Primus. So
yeah. He doesn't want to let anyone know he was in Possessed either.
Talk about like from one extreme to the other. I think that's so cool.
That's craziness. Yeah, that's a great album though. That new one, I hope they're working on. The last one they put out was really good.
Very good.
I think they're working on new material. I'm not sure though. They should be.
They are. Yep.
Definitely. Okay, so my turn,
yep.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
This is probably my favorite W.A.S.P album. Everyone always picks the first album or maybe the Headless Children, but I think it's because it's the first one I bought.
Yeah.
After hearing, of course, Wild Child, that video for that, and Blinded Texas. But it's produced by Spencer Proffer, who did all the Quiet Riot albums. But I don't know, something about it's just I did like also. I think the best song on here is actually I like The Last Command and The Running Wild in the Streets is probably my favorite song on here.
Kidding, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's not what people usually pick, but all the songs are good. I think it's a great album. They look good on it. I like the where's the inside cover of that one? That's cool to vinyl, but I like that little inside with the heads
Yes,
on the
really
thing like
cool.
that. That'd be a cool poster.
Yeah.
And
Wild Child was always my favorite track off of that one. And
yeah,
it's a lot of people's favorite, but
yeah. Have you seen them live?
I have not. I have never seen W.A.S.P live.
I've seen them twice, and the first time I told the story on my channel, but I'll tell you it was a small club in New Jersey, and he comes out. There's the W.A.S.P logo, and this is right after the Great White Fire.
Yeah, okay.
He lights it, and it's up. And my friend looks back at me. He's like, we're not getting out of here alive. We're going up in flames. Because the ceiling was low. It was in a club, you know? And I'm like, oh my God, we're going to die in here.
Was anybody starting to panic or what?
No, I was but they put it out quickly. But it was really cool, though. This is like, wow, you could feel the heat coming from when he lit it.
Yeah.
I was like, that was amazing because, that was back in, I forgot when that was, 90 something.
Yeah.
2000, I don't remember, but it was a good one. So yeah, definitely their early stuff. You can't beat their early stuff.
No way. Like everything up to the Crimson Idol, I think is gold. I really do.
Yeah, the rest of it's kind of hit or miss. Yeah. He likes the newer stuff. He still he uses the same kind of guitar riff in all the songs. Like they sound a lot of songs sound samey from like then on.
Yeah.
There's nothing they're bad albums, but that's my opinion. But
yeah.
Anyway.
Well, let's talk some thrash metal. Let's go to Killing Is My Business, and Business Is Good.
Oh yeah. I knew that'd be on there. I knew that'd be on there too.
Megadeth's first record, Combat Records.
Yep.
I think this record is full of piss and vinegar. I've always liked this record better than Kill 'Em All, to be honest with you. And I just think it has a little bit more bite. I mean, both records are brilliant, but I go to this one. It's just, Megadeth holds a special place in my heart, and all the first four Megadeth records are gold, just like the first one Metallica records are. But I really love this one.
Is that an original copy?
It's not. It's a reissue. I mean, I do have the CD, but actually, this reissue is on Back on Black, and the cover track is omitted on here. The Nancy Sinatra cover.
Oh yeah,
These boots is not on this version.
I have it on this one.
Yeah,
but I think this is an original copy. It's on Combat.
So I think mine is too. It's on my CD copy, but not this vinyl.
No. Well, they redid the cover too. Yes. For one of those when he redid all the Megadeth ones, which he kind of screwed them up.
Right.
I mean, that's what I've heard. I don't have the original, so I don't know. But yeah, I've definitely looking down the cross and
Rattlehead.
The original mechanics, the original way that we did it was amazing.
Skull Beneath the Skin, is a song about Vic Rattlehead, the mascot. I mean, you can't beat it.
No, absolutely not. Can't beat it at all.
My business.
Yep. Okay, let's this one. Oh, this one.
Yes.
Kreator, gotta get some thrash in there. Can't get all the glam. All your viewers think I'm a poser.
They know I like hard rock too.
Yeah, but this one again, one of my favorite ones by Kreator. It's very raw.
Yes.
I mean, this one has like some Plague of Hate stuff on this one too, but Total Death and oh my God, The Storm of the Beast. I mean, it's just great. I love the album cover too.
I really think Kreator influenced a lot of the death metal bands that came after them. I really do. I think they were a huge influence between, Endless Pain and Pleasure to Kill. I mean, those are of records.
Terrible Certainty, yeah.
Yes, I really think they were a big influence on the death metal scene going forward.
I think all those bands from Germany did that. Sodom Destruction, they all had that same kind of that it was just harsher than the thrash stuff in America, just a little bit harsher with the vocals and stuff. So yeah, definitely. But it's a great album though. Definitely.
Let's go to here's kind of a controversial one. The first Carnivore record.
Oh yeah. I didn't pull that one, but yeah,
crossover thrash. I mean, I think it's such an important record. It's definitely not a PC record. If you look at the lyrics and the song titles on this one,
absolutely
did not give a shit. Back then.
But no one gave a shit back then. They didn't care. It wasn't like whatever. Now it's like you put that out. You can put that out.
You can't put.
Forget it.
You really can't. But every song on here is good. I mean, it's I like this better than the second one. Retaliation was the second one. I mean, this one is 10 out of 10 for me. I mean, really, if you're not familiar with this out there, I mean, you need to be, because you're gonna love it. I'm telling you. If you love crossover thrash, it's gonna be right up your alley. So
Yeah, it doesn't sound. It sounds a lot like the not like a lot like, but the first typo album kind of has that same vibe to it. A lot of the songs.
yeah,
But that's kind of like, I think that's what they were planning to make that the next album, but they just made a typo and just slowed some stuff down. But
right. Yeah.
that's a brilliant album.
Really good.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, what do I got next here? Okay. How about Power of the Night?
Nice.
Before they put out the one album that people don't like, but this one was an awesome album. I mean, just the title track alone and Warriors, and it's Skull Session, Stuck on You. I mean, it's got the great songs on it. Rage Your Fist of the Metal Child. You gotta love it. Great album though. John Oliva, Chris Oliva, rest in peace, Chris Oliva. I mean, can't be gone. So can't imagine what they've done when Eddie had lived on.
Right. Yeah.
You know? But they have a new album coming. They're making a new album, I heard.
Are they really? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the whole thing I heard about. My wife's just wooing downstairs. You know what that means, anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's I mean, it's to follow up. Sirens and the Dungeons Are Calling. It's a great follow up to that one. So absolutely must have. One of the best singers ever. I don't know how he sings now, but John Oliva was definitely one of a kind.
All right, let's go to some classic stuff here. Let's go to Grim Reaper's Fear No Evil. How about this one?
That's a good one too. I didn't pick that one. That's a great one.
Now, Steve Grimm passed away a couple years ago. Rip to him. Rest in peace to Steve Grimm.
Absolutely.
He was always one of my favorite vocalists. I remember hearing, Grim Reaper back in the day, and just his vocals blew me away. Like he really did. He was a great vocalist back then.
Absolutely.
Those first 3 Grim Reaper records are so good. Every one of them is really good. And this was their second. It was on Ebony Records. They did the video for Fear No Evil. I love all the old Grim Reaper stuff, and I think they're such an important band. I really do.
Yeah, they don't get what do you call it, the justice they deserve for the 3 albums they put out.
Yeah,
definitely not. Definitely great. He's got definitely a unique voice too.
And this one's got Final Scream on it. If anybody has ever heard Final Scream, the intro to that, Michael. Yes, Daddy. It's 8:30, boy. Time you're in bed.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. Man. Yeah, that's great. Oh my God, that's too funny.
Grim Reaper.
Great album, though. Great album.
Yes.
I knew you would have that too. I gotta beat into the punch with that one. This is definitely not a PC album.
No, it's right there with the Carnivore record.
You couldn't even put this out today.
Probably not.
You couldn't even put it out. There's no way.
Probably not.
It's just the funniest, greatest album ever. It's just, I can't. All the songs are good. I mean, just 22 songs on here, and they're all like within like 2 minutes of each other. I love the 1 second extended version of Diamonds and Rust. It's just great. I can think of this stuff. It's so good.
Billy Milano was way ahead of his time with Fuck the Middle East, right?
Oh my God, absolutely. Kill Yourself. Oh my God, it's just like, oh, I can't explain it. It's just a great one, though.
It's a essential record. It's a record everybody should own. I mean, it's so influential. It's so amazing. It's a legendary record.
Absolutely. What do you got next?
All right, let's do a CD next. What do you think? This one I don't have on vinyl. Anthrax, Spreading the Disease.
You don't have that on vinyl? Really?
I don't have it on vinyl, no. I just
have that on vinyl for sure.
Yeah,
I got
Anthrax's second record on Music for Nations. On vinyl, Island cassette, first record with Joey Belladonna.
Yep.
Music video for Madhouse, amazing.
That's track, good. Absolutely.
But every track on this record is good. It's just it's another record everybody needs to own.
Exactly. Exactly. It's nothing bad on that one, and neither
AIR, Lone Justice, Madhouse, Standerfall, The Enemy, Aftershock, Armed and Dangerous, Medusa. Gung Ho is an underrated track for Anthrax. It's such a fast, aggressive track. I love it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Let me go. Not familiar. Spectre Within.
Nice. I
Fates
didn't
Warning.
expect to see that.
Yep. That's one of my favorite ones. I love the early John Arch stuff.
Yep.
Has a very Bruce Dickinson feel to his voice.
Uh-huh.
That's what I always thought of. Like, we could replace Bruce when he left.
I've only
But
had
again,
two Fates Warning records. It's uh the one with Parallels, I think, is one of them, right? And
that's the one later was, yeah. Well, not
Perfect
later, but yeah.
Symmetry. Perfect Symmetry, I think, was the other
Yeah.
one that I have. Those are the only
Both the
two I
great
ever had.
Yeah, this one definitely, if you didn't listen to this one's out to double disc. It has the first album too, Night on Broken, or
Yep.
Brocken, however you say it. But definitely check out Pirates of the Underground and Kiri Elifson, The Apparition, those three songs.
I need to check that record out. I really do.
It's really good. They really did. Like I said, John Arch is a fantastic singer. Definitely check it out.
I will. All right. Like father, like son, the Bible read, 3/6's brand, the top of his head.
Oh, yeah.
Feel the fire.
I had it too.
First record on Megaforce. Now, this was originally supposed to be titled First Blood, and somehow it got changed to Feel the Fire. Nobody knows. Probably only the band knows, Blitz and DD. But
yeah, probably.
I mean, such an amazing record. Just their debut. Every song on here is good. I mean, you have, Rotten to the Core on here, which was always a staple of their live set. I don't think there's ever a show where they haven't played that live that I've seen anyway.
Absolutely.
Feel the Fire.
They're playing over here in Jersey in June. My wife and I are probably gonna go.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Where are they playing at?
To Starland.
Oh, Starland. Okay, cool.
That's last time we saw them there too. Like I think last time I saw them was for White Devil Armory. They played there for that one. Okay. And more thrash for you. It's not the original cover. I don't know why this is my copy of this one, but this is the cover for Bonded by Blood. You must have the original. I don't know why they changed this cover for this one, but that's the one I got.
Not sure.
That's a great cover. See, it's way better than this. This is just like a blob.
Yeah, I don't know why they changed it, if it was a censor thing or what, but this is actually an original pressing of this.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, mine's just this. I mean, it's obviously mine's just whatever reissue. It's got 2 extra tracks with Steve Zetro singing on a couple tracks, but
gotcha.
It's still the full album, but it's great. I mean,
and this record was originally supposed to be called A Lesson in Violence, and apparently they couldn't come up with the correct artwork that they wanted to portray that, so they switched to Bonded by Blood and came up with this. So
it's brilliant though. Every song, again, every song. I mean, for considering Paul Baloff isn't the greatest singer in the world, I mean, there is right there. It's just a great it's a great album. It's what else can you say about it? I mean, it's like the thrash.
I mean, sonically, it's not that great. Like if you compare it to the old, some of the other big four bands, when you compare to Kill 'Em All or whatever, this one probably sounds the most primitive. But I think the songs are so good on this that it makes up for it. I really do.
Absolutely. Yep. Some of the best writing was on that for
Strike
sure.
of the Beast alone is worth the price of this record.
I was just gonna say that. That's just great.
See what we got here, George. We got a couple left here. How about this one? I know you're probably going to have that one, so I'll save that one for you. How about Walls of Jericho? Helloween.
Oh yeah,
Helloween
absolutely.
First record. Kai Hansen sung on this before Michael Kiske joined the band.
Yep.
And Helloween, as you know, morphed into this power metal fucking powerhouse of a band. But this one was really more of a speed metal record for me. I mean, what do you feel? How do you feel about it?
Definitely more speed. Yeah, definitely didn't get that power mode just yet.
Yep.
I think Michael Kiske kind of brought them into that, especially with both of the Keeper albums, definitely.
Yeah. But this one's aggressive as hell and really fast, and I dig it a lot. I really do.
Great songs on that one. Ride the Sky, right?
Ride the Sky, man.
That's it. Don't need two. That's a great one. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go with this terrible cover, but
there you go.
I was saying, still a silly cover. I still think it looks like Graham Bonnet. Like, why is Graham Bonnet on the Armored Saint album? But it's another one. It's a really good one. Again, John Bush, great singer.
Amazing.
What's his name? Dave Pritchard, who passed away, leukemia. We rest in peace to him. 2 of these guys are dying, and this is a long time ago, but still. But just this Long Before I Die. This opening track is amazing just for that alone. And what do you call it? The Laugh. I love The Laugh. Great song. Nervous Man. And it's just the whole thing. It's just amazing.
It's funny. Speaking of Armored Saint, they were actually touring with W.A.S.P, and that tour was actually supposed to come through here, not too far from me, and it got canceled. I was going to go to that because
Really?
they were two bucket list bands that I wanted to see live, and that tour ended up getting canceled for some reason. I don't know why. Something to do with Blackie Lawless, but
Well, they're playing with Queensryche.
Are they?
With this week, I didn't get tickets for it though, but they're playing the Starland here.
Are they
Because
really?
Queensryche's still in the EP and the Warning in its entirety.
No kidding, really? That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah. So I
We
was
need
like,
the right.
yeah. I didn't get tickets. It's like a Tuesday night. I'm like, I can't do Tuesday night. I gotta work in the morning.
Yeah,
I gotta work in the morning. I can't do that. I mean, I wish I could. I'm like, no, I'll be tired. I can't. And for my job, I can't be falling asleep.
unless I have
but
the
it's
next day
or
off, then
something.
I can do it.
Yeah.
Well, I got two more here, so I'll do this one first. I'll save that one for you because it's probably in your pile there. But I'm gonna go Dio, Sacred Heart.
Oh yeah.
Dio's third full length on Warner Brothers video for Rock and Roll Children.
Yep.
Can't beat the old Dio stuff. He's a
No, you
favorite of
can't.
mine. He's a legend, and can't say enough good things about Dio. King of Rock and Roll, Sacred Heart, Rock and Roll Children, Hunger for Heaven is a really underrated track. That was in that movie Vision Quest from the 80s,
Yeah.
right? You ever see that with the wrestler?
Oh yeah, I love
Yeah.
that movie. One of my favorite movies we used to watch. Actually, that whole soundtrack is good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got like Madonna. I mean, even Madonna songs are good on. I'm not gonna lie. They were.
I
Good.
rock the 80s. Everybody knows I rock the 80s.
Yeah,
Here, so.
they've got it's got that. Oh, Lunatic Fringe, Red Rider. That's they play it all the time. That's a great song. But yeah, that Dio song is definitely that Dio album is. I think it's underrated. People don't like that album.
I like it. I don't see how people can dislike it. I really don't. But
I don't either.
to each his own.
That's it. Okay. I'll save that one. I think you might have that one. How about some Razor?
Nice.
Yeah. Another one. It's like this band I got into just by accident. Just I don't know where I heard something from them. I was like, wow, these guys sound like I don't know. It's like Kreator and Exciter put together, kind of like that.
Yeah, totally get that.
Great band. I only like the with what's his name, Stacy Sheepdog, that guy, the singer.
Yeah.
I only like the albums. They have newer albums. I can't get into them. The new ones. I don't know if you've heard of the new ones from Razor or not.
I did. I like it. I like the new one. It's
I didn't hear good things about it. So I never listened to it. Maybe I should give it a shot.
I liked it. I thought it was a strong record for them. I really did.
Yeah, but this one's got what do you call it? Legacy of Doom, sorry. Evil Invaders, of course, and Iron Hammer, Speed Merchants, Tortured Skull. Gotta love that title.
Yeah.
It's a great one though.
Yeah.
Definitely one that's I don't know, Canadian band is kind of like under the radar for most people.
Yeah, I think my go-to for Razor is probably Open Hostility because I feel like that's the most thrash record that they ever put out. It almost reminds me of Exodus, like old Exodus, like Impact is Imminent kind of stuff, or Pleasures of the Flesh almost. But that was kind of my go-to for Razor.
Absolutely.
Speaking of thrash, here's my last one.
I knew it.
Helloween. I thought that was the one you were going to pull.
I knew you'd have it on. You had to have Helloween on that. Yeah.
I fully expect you to pull that one the last, but what can be said about this record? I mean, it's legendary. This is what their second full length, right? This was after
after Horn in the Chapel. And they put that one out. Absolutely.
I mean, I love the production on it. It's definitely not overproduced. It's just everybody. A lot of people love this record. A lot of people say this is their favorite Slayer record. It's not my favorite, but a lot of people regard it as their favorite.
It's up there though. It's up there definitely.
And the cover alone, I mean, geez, the cover alone on this thing is just
Oh yeah, I know. Great artwork. Who does that artwork? I don't even know.
Who did the artwork on this? I'd have to look it up.
I think they used them again from one of the other albums, didn't they? It's not the same artist. Is that the same artist that did Rain and Blood?
I don't know. I'll tell you in a second though.
Oh, the magic of the internet.
That's right. Helloween. artwork. Albert Kuehler, who passed
Oh,
away
really?
in 2021.
Oh,
So I don't know what else he did. He did this in Live Undead. So I don't
oh,
know.
you do love it. Okay,
Yeah. So, but yeah,
awesome.
legendary record. I mean, my favorite has always been At Dawn They Sleep on this one. So
Me too. Oh my god, that's so awesome. That's a great that's a great song. It
yeah.
goes beware, beware, beware. I was like, oh my god, it's all kind of why.
Yeah.
There's certain things in songs that gives you goosebumps. I'm like, that definitely does. That's awesome though. I still got a couple more here, but I can
Go
just
ahead,
like
go
flip
through it.
them up real quick. Like some
Yes.
Onslaught. Very different than their other stuff. It's like a different singer on this one too.
Yep.
Very raw. I like the way it says death side and metal side for the album thing. See that at all?
Yep.
Declare. It's a great one though. I mean, again, not when people talk about Onslaught, they never talk about this one. I always talk about the Force.
Right.
Nothing wrong with the Force. Force is great too, but
Nothing wrong with it, yeah.
this is definitely up there with that one.
Speaking of Onslaught, Steve Grimmett sung for them for a record, In Search of Sanity.
Yeah, that's a good one. That one's very different. That's a little more commercial sounding.
Yeah.
Longer songs too. Some of the songs are 7 minutes long. So they tried to go that Metallica,
And I think
you
there's a
know.
story with that too. I remember reading about it. Like the record company wanted Steve Grimmett to sing for that record, and the band like didn't want him to originally.
Oh, really? No, I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
you have to do a deep dive into that and take a look at it. But I think there was
Yeah,
some weird stuff going on there.
yeah, true. All right, I'll save this one. This is my last one. Motley Crue.
Did you hear the new song "Dogs of War"? I think it
No,
was
I haven't
called.
heard it yet. Was it good?
Yeah,
Sucks.
it's not what I wanted. I gotta be honest with you.
Why is it just like
It
goofy?
sounds like new metal almost. Like it's almost
Uh,
like they're trying to be edgy. And I think somebody, either John Five or somebody, said it was going to be like a throwback to Dr. Feelgood, and it's definitely not that.
uh,
It reminds me of the John Corabi record. In all honesty, I don't like it, but you
I gotta hear it, but I
see
don't
what
know.
you think. But
Anyway, but this one here is another one people don't really like, but this is the first new one I got by them, and I liked it. I thought it
I
was
like
really
it too.
good. I mean,
I like it
City
too.
Boy Blues is probably one of the best songs they ever wrote, in my opinion. I mean, it's got, of course, Home Sweet Home just took this album to the stratosphere,
Yeah,
But tonight You Need a Lover is probably my favorite song on here, though.
I like Save Our Souls. I think that one's a
That's,
brilliant.
that's another good one. So Keep Your Eye on the Money,
Yeah.
Louder Than Hell. Yeah. So there you go. That's my last one up. So that's good.
Let's throw out some honorable mentions here, ones that we did not mention. I've got a few of them here. Corrosion of Conformity's Animosity.
A good one.
DRI's Dealing with It.
Don't have that one.
Artillery's Fear of Tomorrow.
Oh, great.
Hallows Eve, Tales of Terror.
That's a good one too.
Accepts Metal Heart. Dark Angel, We Have Arrived.
Oh, that was 85?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And last but not least, Bathory, The Return, the second Bathory record.
Actually, I don't have that one either. I have to get that one. I need some more Bathory stuff. I got, how about, well, just Exciter, Long Live the Loud. Running Wild, Brandon and Exiled.
Yeah.
Trouble, The Skull. And Ingrid Malmsteen, Marching Out.
Nice. What? I got to listen to more of that old Ingve stuff. I don't listen to it enough.
You got to be in the mood for it.
Yeah.
Because we don't want all the noodling stuff. It's going to be like, oh boy, But it's good though. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. Our favorite records from 1985, some honorable mentions. So there you have it. Let us know what you think. What are your favorite records from 1985? Are there ones that we didn't mention here that you like? And shoot the comments down below. And George, it was killer hanging out with you here on a Friday night.
It was excellent. I really appreciate having it. Really had a lot of fun doing this. These are great. Always great to do.
Me too. Pleasure seeing you again, talking to you, and let's do it again soon.
Absolutely. Think about something else to do at some point. And everyone just, thanks for having me again, and thanks for all the guys watching. Whoever's watching this,
you're welcome
awesome
anytime.
stuff.
You're welcome anytime on the channel, and we'll do it again real soon. So thanks for hanging with us on the Realms of Metal and George G's Room of Rock. I'm going to link his channel below here. If you're not subscribed, he's got a great channel. Check it out. And, he's got great stuff on here. So We'll see you guys again real soon. Have a killer rest of your weekend.